opportunity to become interns here at WSB, they had the privilege to learn directly from Jovita Moore. And our own Ashley Lincoln is one of those very... Hello, beautifuls. This is Adeline, and I'm coming to you with another video. Well, we're going to start this video off a little bit different today. One of the best journalists has passed on to glory today, and she's an angel. And I just wanted to do a little do a beginning video honoring her in her life.
WSB at night. News of her death sent stern shockwaves not only in the Atlanta community, but the journalism industry, who many call Jovita Moore their mentor. While Jovita Moore may have worked in Atlanta, I don't think she was confined to Atlanta. That name is known well outside the boundaries. I literally had just spoken to her a few months ago. Nicole Baker, a former WSB intern, says it was Jovita's level of excellence and news approach that inspired her to become a journalist. I was mesmerized. I've known Jovita, but to see her in person, her stature, her essence, her energy was just always classy and elegant. I spent a lot of my formative years in Stone Mountain, Georgia. It's not the rain we're talking about. Becoming a meteorologist, someone's always watching them.
So I wanted to do a dedication to her before I started the day today, the class today. In honor of her, and she will be very highly missed. All right, so let me go on and start this video with the AMI, and AMI stands for alternating Mark Inversion. When you see a 0, that means that it's neutral 0 voltage, and when you see a 1, that means it's alternating positive and negative voltage. Okay, so now we have to encode the given bit pattern. And as you can see, we discussed the TCP/IP model yesterday and the OSI model yesterday as well. And down here at the physical layer, there are bits. So when we say alternate Mark inversion, and by Mark, we mean it stands for bit 1 inversion. Alternating between a positive and a negative part of your time axis. And this is the time axis right here, the time axis. So the alternating between the positive and negative parts. So again, Mark stands for the bit 1 inversion, and this means that your bit 1 will be alternating between the positive part and the negative part of the time axis. So the rule is easy. 0 will be representative of a neutral 0 voltage. That means once the 0 is found, we will need to draw the signal along the time axis. And once I have found the 1, I need to alternate between positive and negative voltages. Now it's been clearly mentioned that first it has to be positive, and then it has to be negative. So once I find a 1, then I'll represent a positive voltage, and like so. So say we have 1 here, and that's alternating positive and negative voltages. 1 is marked by the green line as a positive. So if it's a 0 voltage, then it will be along this time axis, which is this axis. This is the axis, and this is the 0, represents the neutral 0 voltage, and this is marked. So once that's marked, we connect it, and I connected it with the blue line. That's a 0 along the axis. So as you can see, the previous one got a positive voltage. So the next one we have a negative voltage because it should alternate between positive and negative. Now I'll get a negative voltage here for my 1. That's a positive. And negative, I'll get a negative voltage here for the next one. That's another positive voltage because it's 1 and 1. You get a positive, you go back above, it's going to be another 1, which is marked by the green line. And then I'll get a negative voltage here for the next one, negative, because it's a 0. So again, the 1 represents a positive, and then I receive a 0 voltage along the time axis, and I get a 1. Next is a 0. We're going to do the 1, which is positive, and then the 0 is going to be, we'll have, the 0 will be right here along the axis. That's a 0 as well, so it'd be 0. And we'll connect it with the blue. Okay. So that's why I say it's going to be really simple, because all we're doing is basically graphing the positive, the negative, the positive, the negative, neutral 0 voltage, alternating positive and negative voltages for 1, and neutral 0 voltage for 0. So this is how you would encode your bit pattern using AMI. And the advantages of using AMI is the synchronous clock encoding technique that uses bipolar pulses to represent logic. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I wish you well. And rest in peace, Jovita Moore. You will be missed. God bless.